Hello friends, welcome. Today I have a arm workout for you, upper body, strong shoulders, strong back, strong chest. I've got two different sets of light weights, a 3-pound option and a 5-pound option. So feel free to choose between the two or have one of both sets. We're going to start with the 3-pounders. We've got two different exercises, 2 times through, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 5 rounds, plus a cool down. Starting with lateral pulses. Stand with your feet together, arms out into a T, and open. To the side, shoulder height with the weights, pulse the arms up. You don't need too much height here. Really focus on squeezing the shoulder blades together as you lift. Keep the belly tucked in, the legs hugging in together, squeeze to the central column of your body. All right. Next up, front pulses. The same thing, except we're lifting up. These seem pretty harmless at first, but just keep it up. Maybe throw in a dance move or two. And let's go. Arms out, fists in line with the shoulders. Arms are shoulder width distance apart. And just pulse up. Squeezing from the back. Keep the body in one line. Knees stacked over heels, hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacked over hips, and the crown stacked above everything. Pattern is we'll do those 2 exercises one more time through and then move on to our next set of exercises. Get a little booty shaken, and then when you're ready, starting off with those lateral pulses, arms out to a T and lift up. If you want to make it really fiery, you could always switch to the heavier weights, but trust me, this is going to get hot up in here. So I just want to show you the back view. You can see my back muscles are really working here. The thing with these small weights, the lighter weights, is that we can really focus on contracting the muscles that we're using to do the work. And that is where you're going to build your strength. It's not in a lot of repetitions, it's in the consciousness of the movement. It's in the awareness of the movement. It's beautiful. Take a breather here, shift right to left, shift the hips, get in that lateral movement in the spine. And now coming back to the front pulses. Arms out in front and lift. Pulse up and up. Core hugs in. Remember, squeeze the front ribs in. Up and up. I'm reminding you because at the time I was reminding myself. The shoulders here are also working, the side bodies. So really that lower part of the shoulder under the armpit. I consider that part of the shoulder because it really works with the arms and the core to utilize the core strength and anything that arms are doing. All right, our next set of exercises also will have about 30 seconds in between, I think. Definitely get your jams on. And the next set of exercises will start with a hammer curl to overhead press. I'm using my heavier set of weights for this. It's up to you. If you only have a lighter set of weights and you have a set of ankle weights too, you can use those on your wrists. We're going to curl biceps up and press up. Remember to go slow. Arms stay shoulder width distance apart. The weights stay parallel to each other. We're just curling the biceps, curling the weights up to the shoulders, and then pressing the weights overhead. Next up, bent over row to tricep kickback. It sounds more complicated than it is. We're just going to bend over. Spine is on the diagonal. We're going to row up and kick the arms back. So pulling the weights up, pull from the elbow. And then once you're in that top part of the row, you're going to extend the arms so the weights pull out by the hips to the lower back, just past the lower back rather, behind you. You can bend the knees a little here, be kind to the low back. Exhaling on the work. So inhaling as you bring the weights back down, exhaling as you row and press the triceps. Press the weights back. Coming back into our first exercise, one more round of hammer curl to overhead press. Maybe get some spinal waves in there, that always feels good. And let's go. Curl, press, curl, press. Trying to keep it that fairly slow, but not too slow pace. Working big, strong, deep breaths. Tension in the core and the glutes and the shoulders. Relax the face. Starting to really feel it here. Just over halfway done. I'm just keeping going. Don't mind me. Next up, we are coming back to the bent over rows to tricep kickbacks. Lean forward, bend the knees a little, row the weights up, and kick the weights back. Keep the spine long and flat, so the gaze is forward just a little bit. Row and kick. Row and kick. Feel the burn. Feel the tension in the back. And the whole back chain of the body. So the back, the glutes, the hamstrings, even the calves. And with that awareness, contracting even more. That's it for that round. We are 2 rounds down. 3 to go. We are not halfway there. My bad. Next up, we have squat punches. These are super fun. And by fun, I mean absolutely fiery. So we're gonna squat and then punch the right arm forward in a twist as you stand up. Squat back down, and then left arm punches out at a twist. So we're really involving the obliques here, more of the side body. And integrating that lateral twisting motion into our exercises. So we don't get a lot of lateral movements in life, especially in a way that is integrated. And so here, the more you hug in, the more you contract in, the more strength you're going to build in these lateral movements. So be sure that you're going to be sore tomorrow, probably underneath the armpits, in the chest, in the obliques. Beautiful. Next up, goddess with wide grip curl. So we're coming down into our goddess, toes out. Feet are pretty wide here. Sit the hips down and curl the weight up. Open it out to the side. Curl in, open up. Curl in, open up. Staying low in your goddess the whole time. I see myself creeping up ever so slightly. Trying to keep yourself down low. Being conscious of where you're at. Breathing as you sink even deeper. I'm right there with you, feeling the burn. Coming up, back into our squat punches. Now we are halfway through, by the way. Get your little dance on for that. It's worth celebrating for sure. And then sit down low. Start with the opposite hand this time. Squat and punch. Get a nice little rhythm going. Should build up, maybe get a sweat going here. Building up the heart rate. Get some cardio in. All right, back to the goddess wide grip curls. Get a little hip movement in. If you'd like, then take the feet wide, toes out, squat the hips, and curl the weights. Open and close as you breathe. Maybe you bring a little smile onto your face as you sit even deeper. For some reason, smiling really does make it easier for me, so I'm passing that tip along. Try it on. Next up, into our fourth round. Starting with arm circles, big wide arm circles. Still got my 5-pounders for this one. Just going through what the motions will look like. Again, hugging in the core really tight. Don't let the pelvis move too much as you circle the arms. So we'll go for it. Making as big of a circle as you can with each weight. The front ribs stay tucked in towards the spine. Peek the right hand corner for a little kitty. Come to say hi. And keep going. Whew. This is getting fiery for me. Not quite as fiery for you, you can do this exercise over again, or you've got another forearm plank workout. If you want to keep firing up the arms, you can add on to this with another 10-minute workout. Fine. Tricep extensions is next, so we'll bring the arms up, weights together overhead. Now bend the elbows, drop the triceps, drop the weights back behind your head, and press up. Exhale to drop down. Inhale to press up. Let there be some resistance as the weight drops, and you'll actually be inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. Again, the core stays tight. That's what makes this exercise so hard, is this hugging in of the core. It really makes it a full body exercise. Ooh, that's enough of that for now. Circling back around to arm circles. You can start in the opposite direction, going the other way. And stay just as tight in the core. Move even slower. Keep the shoulder blades hugging together. The arm bones integrated into the shoulder sockets, creating functional movement. Integrated movement, integrated strength. Back to overhead tricep extensions. Shake it out. And then press the weights up overhead. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. Keep the elbows as close into the head as you can. Don't let your body cheat itself by splaying the elbows wide. That's a way that your body tries to sneak in some slack. It tries to make it a little easier for you. 30 seconds rest. Give yourself a little pat on the back. We've got one more set of exercises to go. Gonna go ahead and grab my 3-pounders. Gotta get the kitty out of here first. Woohoo! All right, T-raise press. So we're going to lean over and open the arms. Bringing the weights together in front of your body. Inhale, exhale, press your arms out to the side. Weights in line with shoulders into a T shape. And then bring the weights back to center. Keep one long line of energy from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. Bend a little in the knees here. Protect the low back, protect the hamstrings. And squeezing at the top for a moment before you release the weight back down. All right, this is where it starts to get pretty brutal. We're gonna go for a hold. So we're going to do that same exercise, but instead of lifting and lowering, we're gonna hold the weights at the top. Here we go. Try to stay as still as possible. Squeeze your arms. This is pretty hard for me right now. Just do what you can. If you can't, just absolutely cannot hold it with the weights. Ditch the weights and just keep the arms. Don't give up. This is last little bit of push. It's really where you build the strength, really where you build the endurance. Let it be hard. Let yourself sweat. Let yourself shake. Let yourself feel the difficulty in this moment and know that you can overcome it. You can overcome anything. All right, one more round of that. We are almost there. Dance it out. And then lower your upper body and take your T-raises. Opening the arms out to the side on the exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the top. core hugged in, the legs hugging in, the face is soft. I'm starting to really struggle here. So if you are too, know that you are not alone. Well done. One more 45-second exercise. Coming back to that T-raise hold. That I can get behind. Dance it out and then lean over. On the exhale, lift your arms out to the side and hold. Squeeze everything to your center. Contract every muscle in your body. And breathe. Keeping the weights in line with the shoulders. You're going to want to drop the weights or bring them up or back. Try to keep them at one point. I'm having a really hard time with this. Maybe bend the elbows. I couldn't do it anymore. Cactus the arms for the last few seconds here. And that is it. We are done. Great job. That was kind of crazy, huh? Ditch the weights. We're going to cool it down. Swing, take the feet wide and swing your arms, twisting your body from right to left. Sit down on the heels. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And roll them back and down. Squeeze up and back and down. Up, back and down. And now reverse. Squeeze the shoulders up and then forward and down. Take those a few times and then inhale, open the arms. Take the right arm across your chest. Grab the right arm with the left arm. Opening the right shoulder, the right tricep. Release the right arm, open the arms, bring the left arm over the chest, hook the right arm around the left forearm, and stretch into the left tricep, the left shoulder. Release, come into a tabletop, take a breath in, reach the right arm out and up. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the throat. Keep the forehead on the mat, or bring the right cheek to the floor. Left hand under the left shoulder, lift the right arm out and up on the inhale. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale, thread it through, left ear to the mat, or left forehead, or the forehead can come down to the mat. Right hand under right ear or right shoulder, bring the left arm back out and up. Come to a stand, press into your hands, bring your feet to the floor, interlock the fingers behind the back, and fold. Bend the knees deeply, nod the head yes, shake the head no, rinse out the shoulders, bend the knees deeply, come into a squat, bring your hands to your heart. Sit your hips down. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It's such a pleasure to move through this fiery sequence with you. Namaste.